All right, on this edition of the Fit Rockstar Show, we have with us IFBB Pro, the wellness creator, Robert Phill. Hey, what's up? Hey, I got to ask you something real quick that I saw. So you're opening up a Robert Phill hookah lounge or something? What is that?
No, it's a hookah bar.
A hookah bar.
You know, I spoke to what some of my athletes, some of them is a little bit sad. I say, you know, this industry, my background is a soccer player, professional.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I came for soccer player, then end up in bodybuilder, and for people to know that. And, you know, I think everything got beginning and the end. And I want to leave the coaching and high standards, you know. I don't want to leave the coaching like decreasing.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Like,
yeah.
You know, then I start to go some things I think they're going to work it out for the future. And the hookah bar, I think, is something I liked. I enjoy it when I want to relax it. And I just planning to open a hookah bar in a beauty salon. And, you know, prepare my future, because I can't think just about I'm going to be in a bodybuilder until 6 years old and still coaching the same way. This is, I'm not saying it's impossible, but have the same energy. I don't think so. I can deliver the same energy with now in 50s and 60s.
Right.
And then I'm planning, I know a lot of people maybe sounds a little bit like, oh, you're going to give up. No, it's not give up. I need to be realistic. You can be on the top coaching for a long time. It's the same. Any career is the same. You know, Phill Heath, 7 times Mr. Olympus, Ronnie Coleman, everybody have their time. And then, you know.
You got to have something to fall back on.
Yeah, you need to prepare the future.
I'm excited for you with that, though. You know what? Honestly, I've never been to a hookah bar. I don't even know what the heck it is.
It's you know, shisha bar. You know, the Muslim people, they normally have shisha bars, and when you smoke, it's pretty much water with flavors.
Oh, okay.
It's not like cigarettes or things like that. And, you know, it's something you can sit down, enjoy. The Muslim part was they can't have alcohol. They don't sell any wine.
Wow. Okay.
But my hookah will be.
Maybe you have bar, you'll have everything.
Will be different.
All right. So you're an IFBB Pro. You are known as the wellness creator. How did you come up? How did you get that nickname?
No, I'm gonna be honest. My first name, when I start as a men's physique, a judge in the previous federation saw my physique and said, "Oh, you look like a mini Phill, like men's physique Phill. You look like someone paint you. You look like all this muscle around, small waist, and all popping." And I say, "Yeah, you should put Phill, Robert Phill. You know, you Robert. Why you put Phill? Because you look like very round, and the nickname sounds good for you." And they say, "Okay, let's go." And I put Robert Phill, 3D physique.
Ah, okay.
Then I met a guy. He worked for Wings and Strength. I think you know him. He did a couple of videos for them called AJ Kelly.
Oh, yeah, AJ, yes.
And AJ came with that name about, you know what, you should call yourself wellness creator, and this and that. I said, bro, wellness creator, yeah, it will be good, bro.
Hey, that's a good impression of AJ, by the way.
And if okay, AJ, do you think this name is going to sound good? Trust me. And I'm really thankful for him. I'm a very thankful person, and I want to thank him for the name he created, and it's kind of popular now. And you know,
kind of. Are you kidding me? You're a sensation right now.
I don't know. I try.
What do you mean you don't know? Let me ask you this: how many athletes do you have right now under your belt? I'm going to say 200.
You wanna? I think around that. I don't wanna. You know, when I sounds like because what people need to understand is when I say to people I got over 250 athletes, they say, oh, how come this guy can manage them? The people need to understand that I'm not a police officer. I'm not working the office. I don't have my own business. I'm just a wellness coach. Then on the 250 athletes, you got some in pre-contest, some in off season, some for some reason they can't train for 4 or 6 months. Some they say, oh, I got a problem with this, I got a problem with that. Not all of them like keep it up, you know, the like straight prep, off-season prep and show. Some of them got issues around the road and then they need to stop for some reason. Some of them in pre-contest, some of them off-season, they need to take 2 years off, 1 year off. Especially this wellness category, I don't like to rush the process because the way I think, Isabella, is when an athlete go on stage, I don't know if the coaches think like that, is your face on stage. It's not just the athlete. Right. So what happens is, when they're going to blame the athlete, 80% go to the coach. It's not going to the athlete. I be in the background and I listen to a lot of people say, who's the coach put this girl on stage? I listen this every single time. I never said, then the people never blame the athlete. They don't even know if the athlete really talked to the coach to go to that show. They don't know if the athlete really followed the diet. They don't even know if the coach agreed with that show. But they say, Coach Phill, how come this coach do this? He's a rubbish coach. He's this and that. Then, you know, I don't like to lose. I'm the worst loser as possible. I hate to lose. With my athletes, something I'm going to say to you here for everybody to listen. And
please be very blunt. Whatever you want to say it.
Every time I know one of my athletes is possible, close to win, I never watch. I'll step away. I go outside because I can't handle the pressure. And then I like to go out and come back. And I never see my athletes say, oh, the new IFBB Pro, this athlete. I never there. Never.
Really?
I come when they already got the crown, they got the pro card. That's it. I never have that sensation.
So
I don't want to stay there and watching.
I would be devastated if he wasn't there to see me win. But I'd be happy because of you, I won. You know, because we worked so hard, we got the victory. But you do amazing work.
I watch the show. I stay in the show. Yeah.
But you just don't stay. You don't.
No, they were like top 5, top 4, in third place. This athlete, when they go to the second place, first place, and the end of the show, we got someone like Bob. Right. I can't stay because it kind of makes so much. Who's gonna win?
Yeah, he hypes it up.
I need to walk away. You know, let me go outside and come back.
Can I tell you?
Someone like very straight. That's it.
Why don't you just cover your eyes?
No, because I'm listening.
Cover your ears. Put on some headphones.
My God, I'll try my next time. Maybe. But, you know, I love this sport so much. I want so much to say. I want to say, first of all, thank you for Jake Hood, to yourself, for this great interview with you. I know you interview really people with a lot of knowledge. I've been following your interviews, especially with Yarijna, one of the greatest wellness of the moment. And also to the Pro League, you know, they bring the wellness, definitely bring the wellness. They make the dream come true with so many wellness. Angela Borges, all these girls, you know, Alina Barreto, some of the girls, they're dreaming to become Olympian wellness. As much other leagues exist, I have a lot of respect for all the federations, but I think I'm the only coach in the moment. It's not about loyalty. I believe in, if you have a Ferrari, yeah, you like to drive a Ferrari, you can't compare with a Porsche. A Porsche never going to be a Ferrari.
Right.
Yeah. Then I see the Pro League as a Ferrari. Then if my athletes come to me, oh, I want to go to this league, I can't coach you to go that league because I'll not have a passion for that.
Right.
I can't make it. Then I don't have any athlete in another federation competing. Not because I don't allow them, because it's their choice, but I don't coach them. I see the coaches, they coach this federation, this pro league is too much. It's two different criteria, and I prefer driving my Ferrari. Pro league, that's it. And I'm in the league, and the Olympian's Olympian. Nobody gonna beat that.
This is the only league to be in, to be honest. I mean, we are the greatest league in the world.
I want to say a big thank you to, I think, Jam and Tyler make a big effort to the wellness come to the pro league to convince our president Jam Mannion to really accept this class for him. You know, his age and his mentality is different than us, and to accept this category, understand it. And I know they fight a lot for that. Tyler go over to Brazil to convince, but come back and convince his grandfather to accept the class. And I'm grateful for all of them. I'm grateful for the pro league, because to all the USA athletes choose me as a coach, because on the moment I survived with this, and I know some coaches, they don't talk about that. Oh, yeah. You survive because the athletes pay you, and the athletes succeed on stage. If they don't succeed, if my athletes not succeed, I'm not be as big I am now. Mm-hmm. Nobody know me if they don't win. Mm-hmm. Then.
Well, the one thing that I like about you that really piqued my interest is that you go above and beyond for your athletes. Now, I see how you talk to them and stuff. You're all about your athletes, and you care about their health. You care about the femininity. People think that wellness is just big legs and glutes, big butts. Is that true?
People always ask how I got here. I was willing to work just a little harder than everyone else. Every damn day. If I can have hundreds of hours back, I'm gonna grab them. Spending hours prepping chicken, rice, and vegetables, F that. I rely on perfect nutrition. I rely on trifecta.
Wellness, we're talking about wellness.
What is wellness to you?
Wellness for me is, I talk about wellness look, is a female with a beach body. We're talking about wellness look or wellness competitors.
Overall, competitors just overall.
Wellness is about, you need to keep your femininity like all the classes should be, all the female classes. I disagree with the point is, because you're a woman's bodybuilding, you need to look a little bit manly. I disagree that, because I would love to see, Jessica Strem. I make her, she won 2 pro cards, I prep her. She looks so feminine. The current Mr. Olympia bodybuilding, she looks so beautiful. Mm-hmm. For me, that's the instance. That's instance. I think the pro league is taking the right, in terms of give this message to the girls. You can't look too, too manly. You need to come like feminine, because that's it. Females with muscles and beautiful on the face, they're still attractive.
Do you find,
attractive.
But do you find though in wellness that there are some women who are not attractive? Because to me, in my opinion, I think their wellness is gorgeous. Now, in saying that though, there are some that come on stage that are, the body fat percentage is a little high. I mean, they're not in shape. They think, I can do wellness because I got a big butt. That's not the case though, right?
No. Wellness is about proportion, symmetry, and always see wellness. I don't know. I posted 2-3 days ago about an X.
Right.
And people need to know wellness is about X. From the back, you need to look like an X. Your shoulders, the same line of your glutes, the way you land your glutes. That's why one of the things people don't understand, the Pro League is more focused in the X shape of the glutes than the roundness. And I believe that's the best decision they ever made. Because if the Pro League keep the roundness, what we're going to have is a lot of girls with a lot of procedures on the glutes winning shows. If with this kind of strategy and look, the Pro League are, inducts for the class about the glutes, teardrop glutes, it's good because if you make any procedures, I'm very knowledgeable about the procedures and all of that. If you make any procedure in the glutes, it will be impossible for you to land your glutes.
When you say procedures, are you talking about plastic surgery or enhancements?
Plastic surgery, we can include
injections,
metaclear in the glutes, silicone in the glutes, acid hyaluronic in the glutes, progesterone in the glutes. And the only thing I really accepted, I really wild and very open on females is the boobs implant. I think look nice, and I think it's logical because not just in the bodybuilding, let's think in the life. A female have 3 kids, normal the chest will go, and a woman without chest, not for the men, but for herself, the love,
sure.
She needs to love herself. It doesn't look the same.
Right.
Then I really believe the boobs implant is I think they should keep, if you can do it, if you feel you need to do it, I think it's something beautiful to see if it's not exaggerated. I think it's something acceptable.
I think boobs are always nice. But
something acceptable.
Let me ask you this, though, going back to the plastic surgery and the enhancements. Do you see a lot of that? I mean, from your standpoint, what do you see? Now, when I look on stage at some of these women, I can pretty much pinpoint what's real and what's not, you know? And I think the judges do a great job of recognizing that and placing that athlete appropriately the way they should be placed. Now, listen, wellness, people think it's easy to get big legs and big glutes. It's not, is it?
No, it's not easy. In terms of the glutes, I told the head judge, it looks like my athlete, he doesn't have a real glutes. And then the head judge from Spain, Emilio Martinez, is not the head judge. The head judge is Maz, but I don't know if he spoke to Maz. I hope he spoke that. Because then I keep prep the athlete, but I didn't tell nothing to the athlete. I carry on. That's how she pay me. She thinks she's tricking me. Okay, but I don't think it's fair for other athletes are working so hard. My athletes go there with my name and have a fake glutes on stage when this is one of the main things on my Instagram. I keep posting about this is fake, this is this is that, this is real. And then I'm going to turn up with her on that stage, look like that, and say, look, you know what? Emilio, this girl, she got fake glutes. What? Yes, disqualified.
How can you tell?
Because it's easy to see. I know.
So tell me what's the difference between the fake. How do you spot it? I can see it in some, but.
It's like, what happened is some of the girls, what they do is they normal inject on the top of the glutes. We call the gluteus mediums.
Okay.
And it's much easier to trick the judges because you put in the top of the glutes and then the glutes very rounded on the top.
Sure.
Yeah. But the problem with this was you got 4 types of procedures. When you got silicone implant, it's no chance at all. The judge can catch easier.
Right.
The harder ones to the judge discover if they do any acid hyaluronic. But when they put metacrylic, the glutes stay very round, but they don't lunge.
Okay.
Or if they use any progesterone or acid hyaluronic, they keep so much liquid in that area, they never can be real at that. They never can. It's impossible to see the lines, to see the lens. Is impossible. Then they just simply can't lens the glutes. Then for me, it's very easy to see when someone got fake glutes or not, because You know, sometimes sometimes it doesn't match. You can see the legs looking harder and all separation way smaller, and then the glutes fuller, not timeless, no details, nothing.
So also I've seen injections in the quads as well, right? To give that big quad look.
But if they do injection to the quad, I'm not very focused on that part because at the end of the day, I believe that's what the pro league, that's why I keep saying the judges in the pro league are doing good. You know what? They don't have giant squats in wellness, because what happens is if you have a big legs and small glutes, you out of proportion, then you will not do well. Then if they're doing something in the legs and the quads, I don't even care as much, because that's not make the big difference for the judges. I think the glutes play a big part, because the back pose is when you won the show.
Yes.
In any class, then and wellness is no exception. And then the front, if you have amazing quads or whatever, yes, but then you turn to the rear, you look very weak.
Right.
You're not going to win. You know.
I am so blown away by some of these girls. Oh my God, their physiques are insane, and they're beautiful. They're beautiful. Yeah. I know you've talked in previous interviews about women's faces and how they need to preserve their natural beauty. So you're also, you want women to keep their natural beauty. You're not into all the injections and all that kind of stuff either, right?
I have a conversation with one of my athletes a few days ago. I think 2 days ago, she called me and said, "Oh, coach, you really need to do all these procedures in the face and this and that." I said, "Look, if you are beautiful naturally, of course, we know when we diet down, it's not easy to diet down for a show. You got experience, and to keep that face, you know, with the beautiful lines, and, you know, the dehydration make you, you know, not look as good when you're off season in the face, you know. If we're talking a little bit about, you know, some girls, what they do is a nice makeup, or we do some fillers in the face. I understand that. But when we go to plastic surgeries, like, you don't need to change your nose, you change your nose and you put like some gold stuff and pull out your face up, lift your face with 20 years old, 24 years old. I think you are damaged yourself, because when you start touch your face, it's never going to stop. Because when you get older and older, that person never did, is going to get older. It's going to take time to get older in the face than you, because when you touch on the skin inside and push, that's when you start to do your, you know, you're going to get older more fast. And then I think if they're doing okay, they can do it. But for my athletes, that's not my best advice, because unless they are very old and they look, you know, if we are talking about females with 50s, 49, 48, you know, we understand sometimes to be competitive, to look good, to love themselves as well on stage, they maybe need to do some kind of cosmetic procedure. But girls with 27, 28 doing that, I don't. To be honest.
What did you think about this last year's Olympia with wellness? What did you think?
I think the lineup is very good. I think that the top 5 was the correct choice. I really thought Isa Pereira is the most close to the winner, to Francielli. But like I said, I think the top 5 is good. I think the clear winner is Francielli. I'm there watching the show. Right. She brought the condition. The pose is nice. It's not exaggerate pose. She show everything in the transitions. The glutes. It's not because she had the best glutes in the world, but I think she got the best symmetry and balance and condition, and the posing and the confidence. You can see her confidence is like, okay, I'm gonna win this. You know, nobody will take it from me. You can see the more relaxed athletes in that top 5. You can look to Isa Pereira, Francielli, Juliana Chitara, because Juliana Chitara is outsider. and I make my predictions before in Cancun when I'm doing the quarantine, I look to Julia and I say, you're going to make top 5. She said, what? You're going to make top 5. I don't even know that. You're going to make the top 5. And I believe, in my perspective, I don't know how Isa Pereira is going to turn up now, but I think she got big chances to win the Arnold.
Yes.
I think they all look good. They all look every single day. They fight to be the best. I know how tough it is for them to be down for shows for so long. You know, you yourself as well got the experience. And, it just, let's see what's going to happen in Arnold. But I think Olympia's winner, the clear winner, is just clear. It's not even a little bit different or whatever. Franciel is just clean up the show. It's just clean up.
What is your plan this year with your athletes? Do you have any athletes that you are bringing in?
My plan is always like for the athletes, for the amateurs, because a lot of people just think about the pros, but we need to understand this. The amateur athletes, they are the ones I really sometimes need to do show back to show because they follow a dream. Who's the biggest dream? For me, the biggest dream is to become pro.
Right.
Olympia, to become Olympian, you need to believe, like, let's be realistic. To you to win the Mr. Olympia, you need to be blessed. Because it's a dream to become Mr. Olympia, yes, but it's a big, huge dream. We're talking about a dream, achievable. And I think the pro card is a dream achievable. Then I focus 80% to create pros and to make my pros competitive enough to win pro shows. Then I can think about them to go to Olympia. Because, Isabel, for me, it doesn't make any sense. I take 5 athletes to Olympia, and none of them make the top 10.
Right.
What's the purpose? Yeah, I got 5 athletes to Olympia, and none of them make the top 10. What's gonna make it? Gonna make me a better coach? No, it's not gonna make me a better coach. But I qualify. I worked with some of the athletes qualified to Olympia last year, and it's funny because I'm not working with them on that time, and it's good to be there and see how they present on stage and how they look and how they evaluate and all the physiques. And will be great to see them now this season against the athletes I'll bring to the Pro League. And, last year I made 13 new IFBB pros.
Congratulations.
And I expect this season to break that record. But I bring some great quality wellness. They're going to give a big, big job to the current champions. Then, with all respect, I think I got a group good athletes. I think I got 5, 6 great, great top level athletes. They're gonna make, if they come 100%, they can be in the top 5 Olympia easy.
Where do you get a lot of your wellness competitors? Are some of them from like women's physique? Are they from figure, bikini?
Yeah. Some of them came for figure. Last year, Devonnie Martin, she's Olympian before she came for figure, and she placed her against 19 girls in New York Pro.
That's pretty good.
The best, most of the girls coming for figure, for women's physique, they are the ones, especially the figure, they are the ones more easy to transit. It's much easier to transit a figure athlete than transit a bikini athlete.
Right.
Because a wellness is coming from endomorph to mesomorph physics. Ectomorph physics is very hard. It takes a long period. And we have a lot of examples of ectomorph succeeded, but it takes like 10 years. Angela Borges took 10 years to look like she looks.
Right.
She took 7 years to start to do the first show. 7 years.
I didn't know that.
And someone like you or someone with more muscle maturity, I'm not saying it's easier, because it's another things you maybe gonna need to stop working your upper body. You kind of gonna be strange for you. Oh, I'm not allowed to work my upper body anymore. To balance your physique. But figure in women's physique and depends how long this women's physique been off of competing. That's what people need to take into consideration. Like, you can't jump before women's physique pro this season, next season go to wellness and look 100% and gonna win shows.
Right.
You need to be off. Most of the women's physique are being successful as a wellness. They're not competing for quite like 5 years, 10 years. They bring back all that natural feminine look. It's much easier for them. But in terms of muscle maturity, they're blessed, because they don't need to kill themselves to guard the quads, to guard the insertions. The skin is already tight. It's better. It's much easier for them to kind of be a wellness competitors.
So I wanted to ask you, can you give us a sample or a guess of the Olympia? I'm thinking way ahead. The Arnold in your predictions? Come on.
I write it on here. I'm not going to talk about weak points. I'm just going to say why I think they may be going to be in the top 5. And I think a lot of people just say, they throw away the names. They never talk about why this girl is good to be in that standpoint. Can you still listen to me?
Yes.
Okay. Then, Isa Pereira, I believe if she show up with the same physique she show up at Olympia, and if Angela didn't lunge the glutes, because I think Angela's been dealing with that problem with, make the glutes square. I think if Isa Pereira brought the same condition and line she brought in Mr. Olympia, she's a very good chances to take the trophy home.
You diet down, train hard, and supplement smart for months. When the time comes to step on stage, don't leave your tan to chance. Go with the pros. Pro Tan. #1 worldwide since 1987 and the official sponsor of the Olympia for the last 15 years. Don't step on stage without it. Pro Tan.
Yarishna as well. If she changed a couple things, she kind of worked now even more. She changed coach. Let's see, but we'll see what kind of improvements she brings, especially from the glutes, because a lot of people have scared about to talk about the weakness of the athletes because they maybe have scared about, oh, she's not gonna like it. She's gonna stop talking about me. Yarishna is a good friend of mine. Every athlete got the weak point is strong points.
Right.
Like Isa Pereira, weak points is she have a long torso. Yarishna, weak points last year is she doesn't have enough projection on the glutes, medium high glutes. Then every athlete got a problem. Mm-hmm. They need to fix it. They need to improve. But Isa Pereira is not a big problem. It's just structurally. But she's perfect, but she got that, But I still think Yarishna can do well. Angela, always. Loli.
Mm-hmm.
Loli really looks insane.
Well, can I throw in there Dr. Sunny Andrews?
Dr. Sunny Andrews, for me, she kind of changed a lot. And I think if she doesn't come so harder in the upper body, let's play like, how come I can put this? If the judges are listening to me now, if we're gonna forget all the names, throw away them on stage, I think Dr. Sunny can be in top 2 easy.
Yes.
If she bring that glutes, the physique she brought the last time she competed in Texas, not so hard in the top, will be very hard to take her out. Mm-hmm. Very hard. Mm-hmm. And she changed, I think the posing, if you gave her more confidence in the posing, like more float, she can be easy, even can beat Isa, we don't know.
Right.
Sunday Angela, Isa Pereira, Loli, And who else is going to be there? I think Bobby's going to be there, but Bobby, I still think she needs a little bit more size, in my opinion. She's great. She's beautiful. She's feminine. She's whatever. But, you know, let's talk about wellness. It's a full package.
Right.
Yeah? Then I think for the full package, if she puts an extra 5 pounds, maybe, I think 4 pounds to 5 pounds, she maybe can make damage, but I don't think so, as far as I saw. Yarizhna, if she kind of, because if she really bring the glutes the way they should bring, Yarizhna is very, because she's definitely going to be one of the best posers on that stage.
Absolutely, yeah.
Then she's one of the best posers wellness in the world. Then I think my top 5, Juliana Chitara also. She looks fantastic. Let's see what's going to happen. Then that's my top 5, I think. But to be honest, straight, you're not scared about what I want to say. I think Isa Pereiro, if she come 100%, she'll take over the show.
Do you ever think that we'll see Vivian Winkler competing?
I think we're never going to see Vivian Winkler compete well in wellness, because what happened with Vivian Winkler is simple. Her body sells that way. If she needs to compete in wellness, she needs to lose. We're talking about someone weight now, maybe 176 pounds. She's like 5'8". She's,
oh, wow.
She's eating like 5-6 meals a day. Then you're gonna pretty much take all. She needs to drop maybe 30-40 pounds.
Now wait a minute. Now I got to ask you. So when I think of when some people think of wellness, we think of health. Looking healthy and a little bit of body fat, right? Yeah. So what is the average weight for someone competing in wellness? What, 140, 150?
No, depends on the height. For my athletes, what I do is, look, someone with like 5'5".
I'm 5'5", so I'm 5'5".
5'5", the weight stage will be between 138, 141.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Then someone with 4'11", the weight stage will be around 118, maximum 122.
Okay.
Then, Angela Borges is 5. Okay, Angela Borges is 5. She's 5'5". She weighs on stage 60 kilos. 60 kilos, I believe, will be 130, 133, 134, something like that. Then she doesn't look like that.
Right. No, you think she'd weigh more than that, actually.
Isa Pereira I don't think so, weight more than 120.
Can you tell me what's the secret to the tiny waist? These girls have tiny waists.
I think they do. I think no. The secret is normally they sleep with waist trainer.
Sleep with it.
They sleep with them.
I'm taking notes.
And then when they wake up, the first thing in the morning is they do like 10 minutes before the fasted cardio. They do 10 minutes of vacuum.
Oh no, okay.
They use the vacuum to create the illusion on stage they got small waist. Because there's a lot of athletes on stage who she got a very small waist. No. The problem is the angle they use and the way what's the purpose? If you got a small waist, why are you going to practice vacuum? What's the purpose?
Right.
Why? You're going to make it super small. Like, Franciele got super small waist. Who else got super small waist? Devon Martin. Yarizhna, no.
No.
She doesn't have no. If you compare, you're talking about genetic super small waist.
Yes, yeah.
Franciele. If you put side by side, you'll see the difference.
Okay.
Then you got so many girls, they're not so popular, like Daisha, one of the Afro-Black American, she's not qualified to Olympia. She got small waist. Devon Martin, she got small waist. I think some of the other athletes, they just make the waist look smaller on stage because they practice. I don't take the credit for them. I think they're doing a lot of work to get there. Then I think Yarizhna, like I say, Yarizhna for me got a wellness look.
Yes.
She definitely got the wellness look a long time ago.
Yeah, because she started in bikini and then wellness came and perfect.
I think if she changed, she knows if she changed what she needs to change, she can easily win Olympia.
Absolutely.
But, you need to have the right direction, the right guidance. And
well, now she works with Kim Odo, so we'll see again where that's, that will take her, and she's looking really good right now for sure.
Yeah, Kim Odo is very good in nutrition, and we'll, I got my own opinion about about coaching, about wellness, about bodybuilding, because I coach figure athletes, but. Women's physique, yeah, I did before she won the pro card, but if you ask me, Robert, can you really deliver this for 10 other top level women's physique? If they give me one Olympian women's physique now, the current Mr. Olympia women's physique, I maybe can do her diet, but can I promise her I'm gonna be as good as a coach before?
Right.
I don't know if I got the knowledge for women's physique. I see the bodybuilder. The people see the bodybuilder is the same. It's not the same. A prep for wellness is different than prep for bikini. Bikini is different for a prep for the women's physique, for a figure. It's all different. It's not the same.
Well, let me ask you, Robert. I got a lot of girls who want to know how they can get big legs, big glutes. Is there a certain technique or exercise you would recommend them?
I think to have a big legs and big glutes, you need to train in off season. You need to eat quite a lot.
Rice and beans?
We need to talk quite a lot of food, because Brazilians, they normal eat around 6-7 meals a day in off season. They don't take as much protein shakes. Like everybody thinks they take a lot. They don't take. They take maybe one protein shake a day. Sometimes they don't even take that. And it's not just about hormones or whatever. It's just relate the mouse and the philosophy. I keep saying to my athletes in the US, and that's something need to change, is the Brazilians don't give. They don't care about if they need to do three cardios a day. They don't care. They don't count the calories. If you go to American athlete and use 0 carbs, this athlete for 1 week, they straight away go calculate how much calories my coaches give me. Oh, this is not healthy. But who told you our diet is healthy? That's the question. Because if you go to a dietitian, that's the name, dietitian, not nutritionist or sport, dietitian, he's never going to cut you carbs. He's never going to cut you salt. Never going to cut you nothing of that. Then that's why I keep saying to people be, oh my God, no, our diet is not 100% healthy.
No.
We chase the look. And then when someone is doing, the other day I'm checking one of my athletes, I say, she posts my 3rd cardio of the day. Before if I knew her name, I know it's from Brazil. Let's say, who is doing 3 cardios a day? I know it is her, Brazilian. Because USA girls have been having problems. My coach put me 3 cardio, blah, blah, blah. There's no calories. My calories is too low. And then they ask me, Coach, how these athletes look like that? You know why? Because their mentality is far away from you girls. Then you're still thinking about calories, about this, it's not healthy, this, not healthy, that. They think about winning. Then I keep saying to the athletes, low calories is not going to kill you. What's going to kill you is diuretics,
right?
Sodium, potassium. That will kill you. Low calories, the maximum it can do to you is you're maybe going to be in a treadmill and pass out. But you're not going to die. I don't know nobody die with low calories. But I know people die because it takes 2 diuretics, cut the water, cut the salt, no sodium, no water. You know what I mean? Then that's one of the things I never cut. I never cut sodium. I never cut water.
Yeah.
In my prep, I don't need that.
It's nice we have a good prep and you don't have to worry about cutting all that out. You just smooth sail in,
And girls out there, advice for them, Isabel. I think you got this knowledge as well. Tell these girls to start do PCTs when they finish their comps, because there's a lot of girls coming to my hands, 27, 28 years old, without menstrual cycle. That's why when they sign with me, they listen to this video, they know it's true. Blood work, test blood work, and echocardiogram to see the cardiovascular system works. And if they don't have a menstrual cycle with me, they come to my hand without menstrual cycle, they don't start a pre-contest. They need to have it back before do anything else.
Right.
And the message was, females are different than men's. What the men's take it is not for the women's take it.
Absolutely.
Because one tablet of this is equal to one tablet of a man is equal to a woman 4 times more. The woman reacts very quick. Woman is like this.
We are very sensitive to things.
Yeah,
yes.
You need to be, women, what they need, a good diet, good food, and they need support mentally.
Yes.
That's what they need to succeed.
Absolutely. You have to have a good support system. And again, it's good when we have a coach like yourself, which again, I've been privileged to follow you and your clients. And I'm very impressed with how positive you are and how much you care for them and their health and them looking the best in their life, So thank you for all you do. And I'm going to wrap this up. And I just want to say, if there's anything you want to tell anybody out here, your sponsors, your clients, your fans, give us how we can connect with you, follow you on Instagram, and then...
Okay, first of all, I want to say thank you for you, of course, and to the cameraman, to Jake Wood, to make this happen, to have this platform for coaches, for athletes, for IFBB Pro League, to bring the wellness, to Jam, to do so many great photo shoots with the girls, to Tyler, Vice President, to convince a grandfather to bring the wellness to us, to give opportunities to people like me to grow and to be one of the biggest, maybe on the moment, one of the biggest, not the biggest, because I don't like that, give me titles to myself. Some people like to give them titles, gods and best coaches. And I'm just a coach. I'm just Robert Phill Wellness Creator. Why? Because I create pros. I think it's a good name. Then I want to say thank you also to Alvarez Nutrition, my sponsor, Crave for Gym.
I see you got a wolf pack. Don't forget wolf pack behind you. I said you got wolf pack behind you. Behind you, your wolf pack. Got to thank them.
The last time I bought in US, if you see, I don't know if you can see my tat. No, you can't see my tattoo. It says Wellness Pro Creator.
Oh, you got a tattoo that says that?
Yeah, my tattoo says that.
I love it. That's great.
And say something very direct to all the athletes and athletes that are going to be in Arnold and the future Olympia. Congratulations, because you're already a winners. And don't take the critiques as your enemies, because people sometimes what happens is, I don't like to be that person who goes to my friends, he's all lowly, oh no, you're perfect, you don't have nothing, and then go in the back and say, oh, maybe she, she's missing this, she's missing that. No, just be real, like Yarishna is my good friend, I'm saying the truth. If she changed the weak points like everybody else have a good points, have a weak points, then I think all these girls deserve respect because they're working hard every single year. Dr. Sunny, Eva, Lolis, all of them, Kaz, all of them going to be in Arnold's, and to all the promoters, to Arnold Schwarzenegger, our great ambassador, sport for years and years. Thank you so much for this big event. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to be there.
What? Come on.
I'm going to be in Bermudas, Caribbean, with Sergi Promoter, one of the great promoters in the Pro League, also in Caribbeans. Going to enjoy the Bermudas. I'm taking great athletes to the shows, and Wellness Worldwide Physiques, one of my companies. And I don't like to talk as much about that because it's just a page to promote wellness, not promote coaches or whatever, just promoters, wellness athletes, and that fit, and companies. And Wings of Strength, Tim Gordon is like a father for me. He gave me a lot of advices. The last time I be in Pittsburgh, the vice president as well gave me a good directions, because sometimes you think you go in the right way, and and Tyler just showed me the other face, and then these small bits that you kind of get perfect, then I want to say thank you to all of them, Team Garden, because I never failed Wing Strength Romania Pro. I never failed one year, and this year we go Mr. Olympia Amateur.
We cannot wait to see you. I have to wrap it up because my time is limited now. But
you coming yet?
Huh?
You coming to Romania?
I am coming to Romania, of course.
Well,
I'll be there. Hey, I look forward to seeing you in person. Thank you so much for being on my show. It was a real honor and pleasure. And
my pleasure, man.
Good luck to all your athletes. All right.
I look forward to see you and have a nice legs training.
All right. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate it. Take care. Bye.